Hi, in this video, we are going to learn about the active defense. It is the best way to defend. Yes, counter attack is the best way to defend. So we are going to see how to use it in an effective way. I'm going to use one of my game to explain this. In this game, I played with white pieces, and my opponent played G6, hyper accelerated dragon. In our accelerated dragon course, I recommended knight C6 because G6 has some drawbacks. For example, I played D4 in this. C takes d4 and queen takes d4. I'm threatening to win this rook. This is the main drawback in this d6 variation. Naturally, this variation is slightly good for white. So my opponent played knight f6 in this position, and I played e5, knight c6, queen a4, knight d5, queen e4. Here, black has main options like knight b6 and knight c7. My opponent played knight c7, knight c3, bg7, bishop f4, castle, and I castled queen side. All these moves are main moves. And my opponent played knight e6. Here, I didn't want to waste my time by saving this bishop, so I just went for a direct attack, h4. And my opponent played knight takes f4, queen takes f4, and queen a5. He's threatening to win my pawn. He has three attackers. And also, he's threatening to trade queens with queen b4. Okay, so now what is the best way to define? Yeah, obviously, I went for Rook d5, it's an active defense. I'm threatening the queen and also protecting my pawn. So, whenever you are under attack, you first try to find some counter attack. You always try to avoid defensive move, passive move. So, that's the best way to defend. So, queen b4, once again, he's threatening to trade queens like I expected, but I had a good follow up here. Yeah, I developed my bishop and also I avoided queen trade. So this is also kind of a active defense because I'm avoiding queen trade, but I'm also developing my bishop. And one more thing, I'm threatening to trap his queen with rook b5. So here my opponent played e6. Okay, once again, what's the best move? First I played a3. I'm delaying defensive move. So queen e7. Once again, can you find the best move for white? Yeah, again, I didn't save my rook. Played a brilliant move, h5. Because in this position, he cannot take my rook because of knight takes d5, and the queen has to go to d8. Now, h takes g6. This move simply wins the game because now f takes g6 is not possible because we have two checkmate threats. One is knight e7, king h8, and knight g6 checkmate. Another one is knight f6, double check again, king h8, and rook h7, checkmate. If black plays h takes g6, once again knight f6 check, only move bishop takes f6, pawn takes f6, and now this checkmate is unstoppable. Rook h8, king takes h8, queen h6 check, and queen g7 checkmate. This is unstoppable. So here he didn't take my rook. Instead, he took some time and found a nice plan, f6. He's trying to activate his rook. By this way, he can also involve his pieces. Okay, so once again, can you find the best continuation for white here? Yeah, here I played a nice move once again. I played h takes g6, and he played f takes e5, g takes h7 check, king h8. Here my opponent thought his king is completely safe and my pieces are hanging, so maybe he thought he's completely winning in this position, but he missed my brilliant move, my active defense in this position. Can you find it? Yeah, I played knight h4. I didn't defend any of these pieces. I played knight h4. Once again, an active defense. So now I'm threatening knight g6 checkmate. So he cannot take any of my pieces. So he played rook f6 to prevent knight g6. And still my queen is hanging. Now bishop h6 is coming. So I played queen g3. So bishop h6 check. And I played king b1. My king is completely safe. He took my pawn first. Now actually, we have a lot of winning moves in this position. Okay, can you find the best continuation? Yeah, actually, everything is winning in this position. Bishop d3, rook d6, everything is winning. But here I played an interesting move. Rook takes e5. So obviously he cannot take my rook, because if he take my rook, queen takes e5. The rook is in pin. If queen g7, now actually this position is not easy to understand. It's very complex. Let me just show you some important moves. For example, knight d5. If pawn takes d5, knight f5. If rook takes f5, once again, rook takes h6 check. Now the queen is in pin, so only move king g8. Now again, we are not going to take this one. First, bishop takes f5 check, king f8, queen takes f5 check. So this is completely winning for white. So he didn't take my knight. Sorry, he didn't take my rook with his knight. So he played queen g7 because he's trying to simplify the position by trading queens. Because white has great attack in this position. But actually, this simplification is also winning for white. So here I played rook h5. Yes, I cannot avoid queen trade in this position because my rook is hanging here. So I played rook h5. Yes, I'm allowing queen trade, but I'm building a strong attack in the h file. Once again, this is also an active defense. I'm saving my rook, but doing it in an active way. I'm also building an attack on h file. So queen takes g3, f takes g3. Now I'm going to play knight e4, then I can win this bishop. So he played d5, attacking my bishop and also preventing knight e4. Yes, again, I have to save my bishop. But what's the best way to save it? I'm playing bishop d3, protecting my bishop and also threatening knight g6. So he played knight e7 to prevent knight g6, but it's not actually preventing knight g6. Knight g6 check, only move, knight takes g6, and rook takes h6 check, king g7. Okay, can you find the finishing blow now? Yeah, it's rook h7 check, king g8, and once again, rook h6. Now I'm winning this knight. So my opponent played knight f8 in this position because if I take this one, he can take this rook. Okay, but he resigned after this move. Rook h8 check. Now he cannot save his piece because if the king goes to g7, simply rook takes f6. Now he cannot save his knight. So he resigned after rook h8 check. Okay, so I hope you learned what is active defense. So always, when you are under attack, don't go to the passive defensive move immediately. Always try to delay your defensive move. Find some counter attacks. Always attacks the best way to defend. So this skill, this active defense strategy will be very helpful in all levels. I hope you found it useful. Do subscribe for more chess improvement content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.